You know, there's a key concept in change management, which is that the people side of change and the technical side of change have to work together and be strong together for project success. And I have a metaphor or an analogy that I use to think about that. Imagine a car manufacturer who is manufacturing incredibly complex machines, let's say Ford or Tesla or Nissan or whoever. The complexity that goes into manufacturing a safe and efficient car is phenomenal. I had a look and I found a whole list of stuff that they do. They have manufacturing, they have safety, they have Kanban, just in time, they have sourcing, they have all sorts of things. And it's incredibly complex. So now imagine that those manufacturers are creating those fantastic vehicles and nobody bought them, nobody used them. So there you have perfect cars coming out of the factory gate. A few people buy them, few people use them. That would be a fail. And those businesses would go out of business incredibly quickly. So what we need to do is add on the people side. We need to help people make personal decisions to embrace, adopt and use those cars, to purchase them. If both of those things happen, then you have a fantastic business, manufacturing cars, and the people who purchase the cars use them for purposes that they need them for. They know what's in it for me. I can drive to this wonderful location and come up the hills, do a walk. I can go to the beach down there. I can go to the supermarket. I can drive to a lovely location, all of that stuff. So I know what's in it for me to use these fantastic vehicles that are produced. So we need both. We need the technical side of the change and the people side of change. One without the other will not work. So if you think about me as a user of a car, what do I actually need? All that complexity that's within the car. I've got a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, I think it's called. All that complexity is there. But actually, the only bits of it that I use, apart from the seat and the cabin, there's a few levers, a few knobs, a few buttons, a steering wheel and a couple of pedals, and that is it. I've got to learn how to use that. I've got to make a personal decision to do that, but if I can do that, these are the only pieces that are exposed to me. But using those pieces, I know what's in it for me, and I can use it for the purposes for which I bought the car in the first place. And it's the same when I'm with organisations doing change. You have incredible complexity in the technology that we're using. It's got to be perfect, it's got to be deployed, secure, all of that stuff. However, when we talk to an end user, we try and figure out what is it from all of that complexity that you want to use to do your job. If we can figure that out, that will help drive adoption. And the metaphor again is, what levers and knobs and dials and pedals and steering wheels do we need to expose to an end user from all of that complexity to help them make that personal decision to embrace, adopt and use the new way of working or the new technology? We need to figure out the thing that's going to make them jump out of their seat and say, yes, that thing, that's what's going to make a big difference to me. That's going to help me in my work. Drive desire within them to use the technology. That's going to help drive desire in the user. The second element of ADKAR, we have this desire, knowledge, ability and reinforcement. Making a personal decision to embrace, adopt and use the new way of working. It's going to make them jump out their chair and say, yes, that's the thing, or those are the things. It's that lever, it's that knob, it's that dial, it's that button, it's that pedal. So that's the metaphor I like to use when I'm thinking about the people side of change and the technical side of change. We need both. We can't have one without the other.